Now I want to talk to you about, and by the way, you can spray things, right? And be careful though. Use a product that you really like. Apple's a good one, but don't take my word for it. You got to do a test area. You got to make sure. But this Sierra leather, these trims, I haven't sprayed my Italian leather yet. I'm too nervous. But anyway, I wanted to say my rave. So much is going on in the world. Everyone knows. Part of my depression, I got burned out. There's so much details in running one's life, and I know everybody's had stress lately. Everybody. And one of the things I can depend on, which is really funny, is I get great service when it comes to purchasing my handbags and getting good quality out of Dooney and Burke. I love Louis Vuitton. I love all the different brands. They're different prices. You get a lot for your money. That's why I'm a Dooney-nista. But I wear them all the time, and it fits my lifestyle because where I live, some of these more formal French lines I don't use as much. This is kind of an equestrian, practical, bang around type bags, and love them. That, so good. But what I wanted to say was doctors, dentists, even my hair salon, your vet, there's always some kind of banks, AT&T, Comcast. I can't tell you how many things I've been through to try to maintain my sanity. I'm telling you, let me have some drink. I don't drink alcohol, no, but this is it. I probably should, but I'm not. I'm being good. So, just talking about it makes my heart go. Lately, it just seems like everything's complicated. You ask for something, you don't get clear answers. You have to weave your way through all the talk and all the push, and like they're maneuvering you down a channel where you don't question anything. And I have to have certain needs met. I don't need more than that. So while I don't need a bunch of credit cards, I don't need a bunch of accounts, I don't need all these trying to get you to get into more complication. And that's my rant for today, is whether it's a cell phone or how you buy it or what kind of memory you have, you really got to know what you're doing. And I'm organized, you guys, and it's still challenging. And I don't know how a lot of people do it. You tell me what are the ways that you do to take care of your stress? I know buying bags is one of them. I get that one because I have the same, without killing yourself. Because I am on a ban for purchasing bags. I did buy this because the deal was too good to pass up. But I really haven't bought it. Bought 2 bags last year, and then these 2 this year so far. I don't need 20,000 bags. But my rant is, I went to go have my hair taken care of, and I kept wondering why, and she would do it. I'd have to come back and say, could you put a little more golden highlight in my hair? And she would say, and she was darling. I had a gal for 15 years, she retired. And she says, yeah, no, she got it, and would cut my hair. It's darling. But every time I go, she wouldn't want to do the colors that I wanted for some reason. And she would do maybe one color and another, and it wasn't bright enough. It was just too dark for me, especially at my age. And I kept asking, and I would go back, and she says, you've been back, where I'd go and have an appointment, then my husband would say it's too dark, and then I'd have to go back, and I'd say, I really need that third color. And she said, well, no, and each time she would say, no, it doesn't work to have that color, because in order to maintain it, you need to come more often. And it just took me a little bit, and I was like, well, what's more, because I go back about once every 2-ish months to have highlights and so on done. And I went, but I'm going about everything. She goes, and finally, and she wouldn't tell me. She wouldn't tell me what the agenda was, and I had to figure it out. It was strange, and she kept, maneuvering and saying, well, how about having an appointment right then? I go, well, that's too soon. Let's do it in 2 months. And she kept trying to have me come every 5 weeks. Of course, too dense. I finally said to her, and she said, you can't maintain the color I put on there. You need to come every 5 weeks. I said, well, I don't care if it's ombre and there's little roots showing and it grows out, because that's a very hip color right now to, have a dark roots and right? And I said, so I don't mind. And plus it's time and it's money and so on. And she said, you don't understand. I don't want to deal with clients that aren't going to maintain the hairstyle the way I think it should be maintained. And I just went, oh, and this is in front of the whole salon. I go, okay, I'm dense. I realize every time I'm onto a new dentist or a new hairstyle, there's a whole new system. And now she may have some arrangement. She may be on commission. Something's going on with the salon where she has to have me come more often. But it's supposed to be a service industry. I'm in sales to take care of your clients' needs and what they're able to do. But she, and so she just said, I found another person who just said, that's outrageous. You could come every 2 months. And so now I'm on the phone saying, can you take me? Because I'm going to come every couple of months and I just don't want to hassle about it. So it's whether it's that or my teeth. I have wisdom teeth. And I've had 4 pockets back there for many, many years because they're way back there. My teeth are straight, but I managed to get 4 wisdom teeth. And I just went, oh, so go to the dentist. Oh, no, you got to come every 3 months to deal, make sure those, because I have everything else is 3s and 2s. And you don't want to get to 5s and 6. I totally understand that with your pockets. And it was like, you got to come every 3 months. It's like $500 every 3 months. And it was another thing. And I did it, and then the 4 pockets never really, and I floss, and I do everything I'm supposed to do, and those 4s are just, I think, going to be normal 4s. I finally called a friend of mine and says, yeah, I got 4s in my wisdom teeth too, and that's normal. That's okay. And so you got to figure out whether you're getting sold or what's important. You got to weed through so many things. I don't want a bunch of credit cards. I don't want a bunch of debit cards. I just want a checking and I just want a savings and that's it. And I don't want a complication. And I think it just takes a lot more time and energy now to really, I got to get more of those, to keep on track so that you're not manipulated, so that you know what you need and what you don't need. But it's taking more and more energy, I realize, whether you have contract or whether you have to get everything nailed down. Everybody wants to be kind of not really tell you, but just sort of, I don't know if the word's manipulate. It's just being really, it's a little scary that the service isn't there anymore. And maybe it's my generation. Maybe every generation says this. But I'm really thinking it is so tough out there to disseminate between these different programs and packages and services and what's expected. Because a lot of times it's not put right out there. It's kind of, you get in there and then they go, you see that on the internet too. And you have all this social media and it just can get overwhelming. I think a lot of people are depressed, and it isn't just me. I think the overwhelm of information is so much that you just have to shut it down and be quiet, and that's what I decided to do. I went inward and worked my spiritual practice, had some healing, and really reconnected with, Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, and just really focused on that. So it helped, and now I'm able to have more clarity. I love talking with you guys, and I hope this is helpful, but I may be in a violent mood, but I'm really just sharing the love and saying, keep it simple, and you got to almost kind of fight to keep it simple. And what do you guys all think? How do you manage figuring this stuff out? I know it's a big cosmic question I throw to the universe, but love talking with you. And here's my beautiful bags that keep me sane. I just pull my Samorga organizer and I just throw it in and out. And this is really the easiest part of my life. So love you. Bye.